Or you keep them on the inside. Softballs. Or if you fight in a softball, or you fight up in the softball stand, I always want to keep them on the inside.
And for the mega fight with you and Crawford,
if we can make it at that weight division, I mean, whatever weight division I'm at, wherever we still boxing at the same time, let's do it. I'm down to fight any one of these motherfuckers. I ain't here for the money. I'm here to win. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, the money already here, and I got it already, and it's gonna come. More gonna come, but why would I get in the ring over, injury? You know what I'm saying?
And by the way, there's this brother coming up, Molly. His name is Boots Ennis. This brother's special. You don't want to go in the ring again after that beating. Molly, it was so bad. I swear to y'all, I am not exaggerating. You know how I got called.
Boxing fans, the wait is finally over. After months of silence, swirling rumors, and fiery debates across the boxing world, Terence "Bud" Crawford has officially revealed his next move for 2026. And it's not what anyone expected. This announcement could either cement his legacy as the greatest of all time, or mark the beginning of the end of an incredible era. So what's next for the pound-for-pound king? Will Crawford stay at super middleweight to take on Hamza Shiraz? Will he move down to middleweight for another historic undisputed run? Or is this all building toward mega showdowns with David Benavidez or even Jaron "Boots" Ennis? Let's rewind for a moment. Back in September 2025, Crawford stunned the world by completely dismantling Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds, not just winning, but dominating to become the undisputed super middleweight champion. That victory made him a 3-division undisputed champion, something no fighter in history has ever accomplished. Now sitting at 42-0 with 18 world titles and an undefeated record at 38 years old, Crawford has seemingly done it all. But the question remains, can he push the limits of greatness even further?
It's been a journey, It's been a journey. I remember, like it was yesterday, I went to quit boxing. It was getting to the point where I didn't enjoy it no more. I didn't love it no more. And Bomac, he always, hey, don't worry about it, man. Just keep going. It's gonna all pay off one day. And I'm like, man, but them having the faith in me and keeping me on the narrow arrow, is what y'all see today. Because without them, I wouldn't be up here right now.
That's the question that's been haunting the boxing world ever since Crawford humbled Canelo. Does he ride off into the sunset as an untouchable legend, or does he dare to take one more risk? His longtime trainer, Brian "Bomac" McIntyre, might have given the first real hint during the victory parade in Omaha. Bomac kept it short and sweet. Give him 2 or 3 more fights before he's done.
As his trainer, do you feel like he should just sell out into the sunset after this monumental?
Well, you know what? He made it look so easy. You know what I'm saying? 2, 3 more in him. You know what I'm saying? Frank Campbell tried harder. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think a move to 160 would make sense?
If you want to do it, it'd be a challenge. If you want to challenge yourself, yeah, I don't mind.
In other words, Bud's story isn't over just yet. But Bomac also dropped an important truth. If Crawford decides to move down to 160, it won't come easy. Not because the middleweight champions are necessarily better, but because shedding that kind of weight at nearly 39 years old takes a serious toll. This isn't just about chasing more belts anymore. It's about testing the limits of what his body can still endure.
Bomac, you've been training Crawford for years. Is he retired or is he going to keep fighting?
Just gotta take a break.
Is Terence Crawford retired or is he going to keep fighting?
I'm gonna keep fighting.
He's going to keep fighting?
Yeah.
You're the man, B-man. Hey, congratulations. Enjoy the win. Thank you.
The middleweight landscape is fractured at the moment. Janibek Alimkhanuly controls the WBO and IBF titles. Erislandy Lara holds the WBA belt, and Carlos Adames carries the WBC crown. For Crawford to chase undisputed glory in a 4th division, he'd have to defeat all 3 champions, or wait for them to unify first. Either way, it's a long, grueling road. And at 38 years old, time is no longer a luxury on his side.
Should Bud go to 160? I think Bud should do what he want to do. Are you going to the Crawford race on Saturday? I believe I am going. Yes, I believe that I am going. I have to look at my schedule and stuff.
But think about what's really at stake here. Legacy. If Crawford were to retire as a 4-division undisputed champion, he wouldn't just earn a spot on boxing's Mount Rushmore, he'd be the entire mountain. Then there's Hamza Shiraz, the undefeated British contender sitting at number 1 in the WBC super middleweight rankings. Many believed Canelo would have faced him next if Bud hadn't stepped in and changed the entire landscape.
I beat this guy. This is excuse. I beat this guy. You know, he's too young or whatever. So I'm never really going to give my full respect until afterwards. Yes, you know, it's a lot of people that's changing their narrative. Like, man, y'all watching something great right now, and we not appreciating it. And it's sad to say that we waking up at the tail end of his career. You know, we really didn't realize it until now, when he's like doing extraordinary stuff, like going up 2 weight classes to fight the best fighter in that division, the number 1 guy that's the face of boxing. You know, and the way that I handled that, people like, oh man, something had to be wrong. Canelo had to be washed, or Canelo just wasn't in it. I see people saying, oh, Turkey paid for Canelo to lose. You know, so I just think, you know, when you that much better than the competition, you know, people not going to give you credit until they sit down and look at it and just be like, man, that dude was good.
After Crawford's stunning victory, Hamza Shiraz made his stance clear. If Bud stays at 168, I should be next. It wasn't said with arrogance or disrespect, and in fact, Shiraz openly admitted that defeating Crawford would take a miracle performance. What truly caught him off guard was Bud's sheer power at super middleweight, particularly the way he manhandled Canelo in the clinch and controlled every exchange.
Guys are Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford.
Yep.
What do you think from what you've seen so far?
From what I've seen so far, I still stick to what I've said from when the fight was announced. I've got Canelo Alvarez to win via late stoppage. And I feel like, I'll tell you why. Because I feel like his physicality, I feel like Crawford's ego towards the latter of the fight is going to kick in. He's not someone who, when the fight gets hard, is going to get on his bike. He's someone who's going to stand there and think, yo, let's go. And I feel like that could get him in danger. I could be wrong.
That might be the biggest clue of all. Shiraz believes Crawford has found his true comfort zone at 168 pounds. And if he's right, don't be shocked when Crawford vs. Shiraz headlines one of boxing's biggest events in 2026.
Good at the weight. I reckon he'll stay at it, and I could potentially even fight him.
Yeah, so was there discussion with Exley straight after about you and Crawford or not?
No, there wasn't, but I'm just saying, I'm assuming, because he looked good at it, didn't he?
Yeah, he looked good at it.
Yeah, man, we'll see what happens.
And this is where the story really heats up. While Shiraz continues to show full respect for Crawford, fans and analysts are already stirring the pot with an even bigger, bolder theory.
Terence Crawford will be Hamza Shiraz next year.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, look, good luck to them, man. I mean, no, man. But Terence Crawford is the best fighter in the world. I think Crawford will win. But if Hamza can make a good account of himself, yeah, go for the fight, man. Why not?
Terence Crawford is no longer just the pound-for-pound king. Many now believe he's ascended to a new level entirely, staking his claim as the greatest fighter of all time.
Feeling to be Chris Eubank's trainer, first of all?
It feels good, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been in this trainer before, so
yeah, it's good.
It's a no-brainer.
Of course, congratulations on the win. What's your first reactions to Crawford's victory? One of the greats of this era, right?
Oh, definitely. You know that.
What do you want to see him do now?
What I want to do now?
What do you want to see Crawford do next?
He at this point now in his career where he could do whatever he wanted to do.
Who would you like to see him fight? Any names? Is there any names in particular you'd like to see?
It doesn't matter.
What about Canelo? Would you like to see him retire?
I don't Canelo's not my responsibility.
Okay.
Yes, some are even ranking him above Floyd Mayweather. The argument is simple. While Floyd was often criticized for facing opponents at the perfect time, Crawford has done the opposite. He's taken on every challenge head-on, climbed through multiple weight divisions, and made elite fighters, even legends, look ordinary.
You before the fight, the Crawford-Canelo fight, and you had a Cavs hat on. This time you've got a GOAT hat on. Is that how you're feeling? I know it says Muhammad Ali, but is that how you're feeling about Bud's performance, about his whole career?
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that way, man. Go. Greatest all time, man. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to his coaches. Not just me, Saul Red, Bernie, Chet, nutritionists. Everybody played a part.
Canelo said he's way better than Mayweather. What do you think to that?
Who, Terence?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Of course he is.